Hey, welcome to BSB TV. One of our broadcasts isn't quite working right yet, so I'm trying to, or it looks like, don't you love technical challenges? Thanks, but welcome to BSB TV. Today I've got with me Amanda Diaz.
Hi.
How are you going, Amanda?
Great, thanks, Kevin.
That's good. Now, what's the name of your business?
Why times how consulting.
Of course, on the bottom it's got Y times how consulting. Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, co. Excellent. So, Y times how consulting, what do you help people with?
I'm a business coach. I love working with small business, stressed out small business owners. Predominantly, they come to me with general issues in their business. Everybody has them, but we like to flip the script on how to do things. Yeah, so we start with their why, and through templated measurable processes, we work out their how.
Fantastic. And one thing we're going to talk about today is all about mapping customer journeys. And we were discussing, different challenges that we've had earlier on here, and how we're going through a whole review of that customer journey. But I'd love to find out more about it. I'll be there next week. Don't you worry about that. And with pen and paper and everything. So what are you going to talk about next week?
Look, we're talking about how we can solve problems in the client's business, in Brisbane Small Business members' business, by mapping out their customer journey. And I'm really focusing and drilling down on where members are providing supports in an off-site manner, off-site to their head office, but on-site at the customer's office or premises, property, that sort of thing. So we're really drilling down on the problems that can arise. And when you want to solve problems in your business, you always start with the customer. So that's what we were talking about.
Absolutely. And it's really important. So as you said to me earlier, you do a lot of work with people who are working in that NDIS area, and understanding the challenges there, because there's a whole extra layer of challenges when you're dealing with people who have different challenges. They could be on NDIS because it's so much more personal.
That's right. Really providing participant-centric customer service. You can provide customer service to anybody and do it well, but when you really sort of nut out and map out what it looks like in a participant-centric model or a very specific elderly, you're really understanding the minds of your customer and, thinking of the facial expressions and the body language of a participant or a client who might have some objections. So we're drilling down into those, which stop you from being able to forecast your business sales, and also give you a little bit of an insight into maybe why your employees aren't happy or why your customers aren't happy.
Absolutely. So there's a step-by-step process. It's actually that the process of digging deeper and finding out more about your customers and what their experience at different stage of the process, so that you can formulate a better. Is that what you're talking about?
That's right, Kevin. Look, we're really going to define what the customer flow is, and I've got some video examples in the workshop, so you'll have to wait for that. But it's really going to be something that starts with that chain of supply and deepens from the heart of your business. So we're going to start with the relationships in your business and how they outflow and how they inflow. But in particular, what it looks like in the eyes of the customer, and then how that affects the fundamentals in your business.
Yeah, because it seems so important. Like everyone, it always seems easier for everyone else. That's just my honest opinion. And it really is critical, because it is, big business spends so much time working on this part of it, and that's why their business flows. Whereas small business are busy doing the business instead of working on this front end. And that's why we don't produce as much revenue per person or per man hour. So the more time, the better we can understand this customer journey and experience and give a better experience for our customers throughout that, then the better we'll do.
That's right, Kevin. And look, the big businesses, they've templated their processes. That's all it is. You can template in $100,000 business, $1 million business, or $1 billion business, but it all comes down to the template. And when you find problems in your business, you go back to the template. So it's very, very simple. So the template that we're talking about is the customer's journey or the customer flow, and mapping that for the services industry. So I really want to speak to electricians, plumbers. I want cleaners and gardeners. I want mobile car detailers to come onto that video and understand mapping out their customer journey. It's going to help them 100%. And with pinpoint accuracy, they're going to know what 3 fundamentals in their business they need to work on, or a mixture of all 3, or, totally in on one.
Fantastic. So that's an awesome way of looking at it. Anyone in the service industry that relies on going out and seeing clients and doing stuff on site, that's the ideal customer. What they're going to get out of it is they're going to unblock some of those snags that they may be having with their customer experience, where customers are dropping off or not jumping on board, so that you can help ease that flow of customers coming in, getting served with excellence, and then having a fantastic experience.
That's right, Kevin. And I'm looking for service providers in any of those sectors who want to provide to Brisbane locals, I guess, a more professional and reliable service, but with a personal touch. So if they really want to embrace this change that is the world today, something that they can do right now in their business and take this with them on an everyday journey. It's repeatable to their staff, so the owners don't have to be everything in this business. It's repeatable, and it's templated, and then templates can change if necessary. So it's really key in small business right now.
Fantastic. Look, thanks very much for your time today. I really enjoyed this conversation. As I said, I'm going to be there, pen and paper in hand. I'll be ready for sure, so that we can work out how we can smooth our customer journey flow and help improve the service to our customers too. So thanks very much for your time today, Amanda.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate the call.